The more you think, "I'll release it only after it's perfect," the more likely your work is to come to a standstill. In fact, people who grow aren't those who aim for a perfect score from the start, but those who release something, even if it's only 70%, and increase the number of times they improve it. This is because the more times you complete a task, the more experience you gain. I used to try to make everything perfect before releasing it, too. Whether it was documents, written content, or videos, I'd revise them over and over, thinking they could always be better. But as I kept revising, I gradually lost sight of what was actually right. I'd get hung up on minor details in wording or design, spending time on small differences rather than the parts that really mattered. As a result, completion was delayed. At its worst, I'd get exhausted before even releasing it. This was my pattern of failure. Of course, it's important to do your work carefully, but if you strive too much for perfection, it becomes difficult to develop the ability to finish things. That's because work experience isn't gained just by thinking. It's gained by putting something out there, seeing the reaction, and making adjustments. For example, when making a video, instead of agonizing over it in your head for hours, just put one out there first. Then, you can learn from actual reactions. What kind of titles get more views, which openings cause viewers to drop off, and what images get clicked. You won't know this unless you actually put it out there. It's the same in your work. If you present a 70-point document once, you'll get feedback like, "Could you go into more detail here? This direction is fine. This part isn't necessary." But if you aim for 100 points and keep working on it alone for too long, you might end up spending your time going in the wrong direction. That's why I've started thinking this way now. Instead of aiming for perfection from the start, I first get it into a presentable form at 70 points. Then, I improve it after putting it out there. Since adopting this mindset, my work speed has increased significantly. The key isn't to do things sloppily. It's about lowering the standard for completion slightly and increasing the number of opportunities for improvement. The more of a perfectionist you are, the more pressure you feel about that first attempt. But when you decide to put something out at 70 points, the burden lifts. Start by creating a rough draft. Save it with a temporary title. Show it to someone. Publish it first, then improve it later. This repetition builds experience. The key to improving work efficiency isn't getting it perfect on the first try. It's about increasing the number of times you complete a task. Release it at 70%. See the response. Make adjustments. Release it again. People who go through this cycle end up improving faster. If you're currently stuck trying to make something perfect, try telling yourself this. This isn't the final version, it's just the first draft. If it's a first draft, a 70 is good enough. By putting it out there, you'll see what needs improvement next. Finish it first, rather than waiting for perfection. It's the number of times you complete a task that builds your experience.